Hello everyone, welcome to Figma tips and tricks tutorial. Today I'm going to talk about drop-down component, and here I have created this component UI kit. So I'm going to show this example here. So what all options are available within this drop-down. So taking one frame and just drag and drop this component which is already created here, and here we have the number of options. Once we select this variant, here we have the number of options 1 and 2, so we can see this while we uncheck this clip content. So number of options, so if we want to use the option 3, so we will have this option 3 and we can have the different values A, B, and see any of the value we can give here. And once we make the clip content checked, it will get hidden, and here we can have the preview. So here we can see it is working fine, A, B, and C. So like this we have here the number of options till 10, and we can have the values like J, and then can present this. So here it is getting hidden from the frame, so we'll increase the size of the frame and we'll preview again. So now we can see till G, and this is getting selected and is working fine. So let's see how to create this drop down component. So here I'm deleting this and coming to the layers, and here we'll take the text for the drop down label, and then we need text for the select option, and then we need a polygon, so just show the arrow, and we'll select both and align properly. Now we need options, so here we can see option 1 and then option 2. So now we just make or convert to the frame. So here we'll use the auto layout, select both, safety, and now we can have this. So while we increasing this width, so we'll use the auto, and here we can have this till this width, and we'll use the stroke. So here I'm going to use some of the color for the border, and this border will have some radius 3 pixel, and here we can give this 4 and 4. Now this options, so I'm going to make this option as auto layout, so giving safety, and here I'm going to give this 4 pixel and 4 pixel. So I'm going to use this frame, and aligning this to the left and giving this a stroke or a border as a bottom, and here going to change the same color. Now just we are duplicating this and making the option 2. Now for the outer border, we'll select both and we'll make one more auto layout, and here we can give the border for the outer right and left. So here all is given, and we'll select the same color. So while we select this, we can give the border which is given here 3 pixel. So same this, we can give this 3 pixel. So border is now given, and this is the drop down. So once now we'll select this and we try to copy and paste, so it will come down and we can have the option 3, 4 accordingly. So now I'm going to select this and select option and giving the frame selection. So once we give the frame selection and it is under the frame, so we can select this and we can make the part of that frame. So what is the benefit of that? We can use the clip content, so it will show and hide. So now next I'm going to create the component. So just select this frame and here we can create the component. So before that we can align this. So select this frame, click on the create component, and now component is ready. And here we can create another variant. So here we can select this and increase the height. So this is the variant 2, just make it down. And here we have the two options, option 1 and option 2. So this will be the selection first default, and then we will have this drop down option, and then the two values for the select, means option 1 and option 2. So what we need to do, just we can use this and we can create another variant and we can have the another variant. So this both variant we don't need to give the clip, so those both options just will use the clip content, and here also clip content. So just we need to show the selected value. Now the next, just select this component, and here this is the by default property is given, which is the number of variants. So next I'm going to create the variant which will say number of option, and here this is for the two options. So just we'll say the 2, create property, and then once we selected this, here number of option is 2, and this we can create the another property here. So select this component and create another property here, which is the text. So text is just for the option value which we can enter from here property, and so here I'm giving the option 1 and here option 1 value. So this for the option 1 property, and the another text property I'm going to create, which is option 2, and Here we can say, or any random values you can give for the dummy, and later you can change that. So now we have this. So these options I'm going to assign the value. So here we have these options. So once you select the text option 1, you will get the value here, and you can change this with option 1, and here same way for option 2. Now this value is got changed, so the same way the next one, option 1, and here also for option 2. Now this is the selection of the option 1 value. So here I'm going to change this text and select this option 1, and this is for the option 2. So here we'll apply this text property as option 2. Now we'll select this and use the prototype. So first this will be the hidden, so click content. So once we click on this, then we will give the interaction to show this one, and here once the option 1 value is selected, so it will come to this another drop down level, and once the option 2 value is selected, then it will come to the this selection option. So move to the prototype and start working on this. So here it will come to this, and once we select this option 1 value, click on that, then we'll get this option 1 value selected, and once we click on this option 2 value, it will come to the second one selected. Now the same way, while we click on option 2 value here, it will go back to this, and once we selected this, it will go back to this. So now I'm going to this option 1 and this option 2. So now I'm going to look at this frame 5, so we can give this component name. So from asset we can see drop down 1 is here. So from here you can check, this is the just for the option 2. So I'm taking one frame and drag and drop this, and preview this. Before that, we can see in a design, so here we have the number of option 2, and here is the value. So once we select this and uncheck this click content, we can see the number of values here. So here I'm giving the value A and this to the B. Now I'm going to preview this. Before that, I'm going to check again so it can be hidden, and now I'm going to preview the component. So here select option A and B, so it is working fine. So now I'm going to create for the option 3. So for that, just we need to copy this entire, and using alt I'm getting copy this, and here we will have this and number of options. So you can see this, the properties and values is getting conflict with the same name. So you just can keep the 3, and you can see here now the number of option is 3. So here we'll select this and we'll add one more text property which is for the option 3. So here I can say option 3, and the values will be the option 3 value. So the another one is getting created, and here we need to add this option. So before that, just we'll make this little down and adding here just control V, and this value will getting changed with the option 2 to 3. Now I will check this, so it will be hidden, and now we'll move this one up, and here I'm going to add the same for the option 3. So option 2, now option 3, and here I'm going to add one more variant which will say option 3. So just select this, add variant, so it will come this error info which is like the property and value name. So here you can see this top variant 4, and here number of option 3. So number of option we need a 3 only. Just I'm giving any random value you can give, this should not be conflict with that, and select this and make it down to this. Okay, now you can have the selection here with the option 2. I'm going to change with the option 3 because we just make the variant of the same. So now this is option 3. So next I'm going to select this, come to the design. Here we have the number of option 3, and coming to the prototype, so all are having the interaction, just we need to change this interaction. So select this, you will get this to this variant where it is going to this. So this is fine, and once we select this, so this variant is going to the 2, which will remove this and will add the variant. So here will link with the option 3, and it is going reverse back to here, and this is linked properly, this is linked properly. So I'm going to select this again and we'll check in design. Here we are giving just 2 options, now it is 3, so 3 option is coming, A and B is given. Now we can say C and we can preview this. So now here it is coming A, B, C, so we select the C, B and A. So like this we can create number of variants. So options we can have, already I have created the UI kit which is having the 10 options. So similar way we can add for the more than 3, so we can have 4 and 5. Just use copy this, and the same way here select this and uncheck this, click content, and here we need to add the value. So just select, again I'm repeating the steps. Select this entire for the, this is for the option 3, and now we need a 4. Just copy this, and here number of options should be 4, so we made it as a 4. And now we need to add option text property as 4. So here I'm going to add the new text property which will say option 4, and the same way we just have this and say value create property. So this property is already created now here, select this, uncheck this, and add here Control C, Control V, and here I'm changing this text value with the 4. Now I can uncheck this, and then we'll have the second one where we can add fourth option, and here changing this to option 4. Now the next step, this, and another 2. So this is all having the interactions earlier. Just here I have added the option 4 value, and here also option 4 value. Now I'm creating for the option 4 value selected state. So here just adding the variant, so it will be for this property which having some different name. So just I can give some random name so it won't conflict. So conflict will have the issue once you are publishing your library or publishing your component, it won't get published because of that error. So use any random name while you are adding the variant. So here now we have this option 3, so here we can say option 4, and now you can see once you come to this prototype, this is getting this is already having interaction, this is having already interaction. Just we need to update this one which is going to the very option 3. So remove this and add here with the drop down label which is selected option 4, and this one is connected fine. So now here we can see in this option, once we select this to design, and here it will showing 3. So once we are selected 4, here it is coming A, B, C, so we can have the D. Now we will preview this. So here we have the select option A, B, C, D, and once we selected D, it is getting selected C, B, and A. So this is the easiest way to create the drop down, and this component is working fine, and we can use the number of times in a same page or in a different page for the different drop down level in a different categories. So like here, suppose it is for the 4, here it will be for the 3. So we can see here whatever options we are entering here, and it is easy to enter the values here using the text property. And again we can copy this, and here we can use the number of option 2, so it will be 2. Now if we want to add, we can add here. This is the easiest way which I have already explained, and we can have the preview with all. So just check this, so it will be get hidden. So here we have the 4 options, C selected, here A selected, and here 2 options B selected. So how is the trick? Please let me know and write your comment, and as well as you will get this component in the community, Figma community, which I will add the link in the description. Happy prototyping.